The smartphone market is becoming ever more competitive each year. Sometimes it's not even each year. Sometimes it even happens on a quarterly basis as new phones are released regularly. Even for phones priced at around the 15,000 peso mark, you're getting 5G connectivity, powerful chipsets, and high-quality cameras. This time we're going to check out two new smartphones released in the Philippines this 2023, priced at around the 15,000 peso mark. The all-new Infinix Note 30 VIP and the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Both of these phones are great based on our reviews, which you can watch either here or here. But if we had to compare the two, which one should we recommend? Hey guys, it's Say here, and join us as we check out the new Infinix Note 30 VIP and the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Let's start with the styling of the phones. In terms of design, the Infinix Note 30 VIP and the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G are both great looking phones. They are both similarly sized as well and sport similar designs with square-off corners as compared to the rounded ones. As for the construction, they both feel nice and solid. Both smartphones feature a USB-C port, a 3.5mm audio jack, dual loudspeakers, and a dual SIM card slot. One of the key differences between the two phones is in terms of the construction. While the frame of the two phones are made of plastic, the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G has a back panel made out of glass and is relatively smudge resistant. With that being said, it does feel a bit more premium and nicer to hold in comparison to the back panel of the Note 30 VIP, which is made out of plastic. That doesn't mean the Infinix feels cheap. It still feels durable, but it just doesn't feel as premium as the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Another difference is the micro SD card slot, or lack thereof in the Note 12 Pro 5G. For reference, this one has a micro SD card slot, so you can expand the storage if you want. Lastly, you have the colors of the phone themselves. The Infinix Note 30 VIP is available with louder colors, making them more flashy. Perfect if you want a bit more color with your phones. Meanwhile, the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G looks a bit more sedate and classy with its line of color choices. A perfect pair with the glass panel if you want to feel a bit more sophisticated. Overall, style is quite subjective, but the Redmi does feel and look a bit more premium and classy. But if you want something a bit louder and want something gamer vibes, you can't go wrong with the Note 30 VIP. So we can talk about the design all we want, but at the end of the day, it somewhat boils down to personal preference. But it's hard to argue about the hardware on each phone. In terms of the display, the Infinix Note 30 VIP and Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G are equally matched. Both phones feature a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. As a result, they look great whether you're watching videos or you're playing games. The colors on both phones are nice too, and they're both very bright with a maximum 900 nits brightness. This means you can play games or watch videos wherever you are. Now, aside from the display, even the loudspeakers on both phones work really well, whether you're watching with friends or just by yourself. For reference, the Redmi comes with Dolby Atmos tuned speakers, while the Infinix speakers are tuned by JBL. Still, you do have a 3.5mm audio jack if you want better sound quality, and you have a nice pair of headphones lying around. Moving on to the performance department, one of the key differences between the Infinix Note 30 VIP and the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G can be found under the hood. Powering the Infinix Note 30 VIP is a MediaTek Dimensity 8050 5G chipset, while the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G uses an older MediaTek Dimensity 1080 5G chipset. While the Dimensity 1080 chipset is still a great processor, it is rather dated since it was launched in 2022. In comparison, the Dimensity 8050 was only introduced earlier this year. Based on our benchmark scores from our reviews, the Dimensity 85G chipset is a lot faster than the Dimensity 1080. As a result, you can enjoy gaming and even do more tasks with the Infinix Note 30 VIP as opposed to the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Aside from the Infinix having a more powerful chipset, it also has more RAM. And no, we're not talking about virtual RAM or extended RAM. The Note 30 VIP comes with 12GB RAM, and it can be virtually extended by an additional 9GB, for a total of 21GB. Meanwhile, the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G has 8GB RAM and can be extended by an additional 5GB for a total of 13. As for storage, both phones are capped at 256GB internally. But the Infinix does come with a micro SD card slot to expand storage further, as we mentioned earlier. As for the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G, you don't get a micro SD card slot, so you will have to make do with 256. Both the Infinix Note 30 VIP and the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G are equipped with a 5000 mAh battery pack, which is pretty much standard these days. When plugged in, the Infinix Note 30 VIP can take advantage of 68-watt fast charging. The Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G isn't far behind though, with 67-watt fast charging. However, there's one very big advantage the Infinix has, and that's wireless charging. And no, it's not slow wireless charging either. Infinix claims the Note 30 VIP can do up to 50 watts when charging wirelessly. It can even do reverse wireless charging and reverse wired charging, which is just not possible with the Redmi Note 12 Pro. Well, not everyone has wireless charging, but having the ability to do so makes it more convenient for users that already have a wireless charging pad. As for the cameras, both phones come with a triple rear camera system. The Infinix Note 30 5G sports a triple rear camera featuring a 108-megapixel main sensor, 2-megapixel macro, and 2-megapixel ultrawide. In comparison, the Redmi Note 12 Pro uses a 50-megapixel main lens, an 8-megapixel ultrawide, and a 2-megapixel macro lens. While the Note 30 VIP may have the higher pixel count at 108 megapixels, Redmi did disclose what sensor they use for the main lens. The Sony IMX766 is one of the most popular sensors found in smartphones today, and they do capture nice images as you saw in our review. In addition, the Redmi also has the advantage of an 8-megapixel ultrawide as compared to the 2-megapixel ultrawide on the Infinix. As for the front camera though, the Infinix appears to have the better unit, at least on paper. The Note 30 VIP features a 32-megapixel camera which captures excellent selfies in most lighting conditions. While the front camera on the Redmi is also good, users will have to settle with only 16 megapixels at max. In terms of video, they're on equal footing as well. Both phones are capable of capturing video at 4K at 30 FPS max with the rear camera. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, the price. Given the hardware these two phones have, you'd expect them to be priced a lot more. But as we mentioned earlier, they're around 15,000 pesos. And given what the Infinix Note 30 has to offer, you'd expect it to be the more expensive phone. Surprisingly, that's not the case. In fact, it's very affordable considering everything it can do. The Infinix Note 30 VIP currently retails for 13,999 pesos only for the 12GB with 256GB variant, which is the only variant available in the Philippines. As for the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G, it's still a great phone nonetheless, as we mentioned in our review. But for the 8GB/256GB variant, it does retail for 17,999 pesos. Making it 4,000 pesos more expensive than the Infinix Note 30 VIP. Now you can choose the 8GB/128GB variant of the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G, and it is a bit more affordable, but you do lose out on storage and it doesn't come with a micro SD card slot. That being said, it's hard not to choose the Infinix Note 30 VIP given everything it offers for the price, especially if you plan to play games and more. But if you want the glass back panel and a classier looking phone with the Sony IMX766 main rear camera, you can't go wrong with the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Although you do have to consider you're sacrificing performance and you're paying more. After everything has been said, which one of these phones would you choose? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you found this video informative or interesting, do hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and visit yugatech.com to stay updated with the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Jose, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.